enterprises to multinational companies. There was a question by Honorable Murungara, I confirm, my schoolmate and senior, about the ASLA fund, the location of the ASLA fund. Chair, we would want to change things. We've talked about WESO fund, youth fund, and even women fund, and there have been challenges in uptake and even the impact. We would want to do differently the application, the implementation and utilization of the ASLA fund. And we want to utilize our digital power to improve. Many Kenyans now, over 36 million Kenyans, have mobile phones. And there are people, the cooperatives, just extending to Honorable Kosing, we have cooperative movement in 43 counties. We have one branch in West Pokot and no cooperative movement in Wajir, Mandera and Garissa. It is my duty and responsibility to promote cooperative movement because we have seen the power of cooperatives in housing and land settlement, the power of cooperatives in education, the power of cooperatives in transport, the power of cooperatives in farmer and productive sectors, coffee, tea, pyrethrum, and milk. 70% of this produce comes through cooperatives. So we cannot underestimate the power of cooperatives. We can only do better by empowering, grouping people, harnessing their small resources and creating power using the collective savings that we will realize. So I would ask that allow us to do it different. However, Honorable Murungara, I will involve Parliament and stakeholders in every step of the way to ensure that we don't jump any step in delivery of the ASLA fund. Honorable Kosing, on the SACCOs and cooperatives. Honorable Chair, I want to state here categorically, I have taken note. I've been in this country and I've read the suffering of many cooperators, people who contribute with a clear objective to change their livelihood, but end up in the hands of unscrupulous officers. Chair, I will be coming to this house to amend the Cooperative Act, Societies Act, to empower the Commissioner of Cooperatives. We were advised or misadvised by the structural adjustment programs to change and remove the oversight by Cooperative Commissioner. This led to failures of giant unions. We had big Meru Farmers Union, we had Embu Farmers Union, Moranga Farmers Union, we have Kirinyaga. That was a collective union of societies. With the fall of those unions, we saw all the societies collapse. The splinter of Mukurweini and Odhaya Cooperative Society led to drop in coffee. We used to sell and produce over 140 metric tons of coffee. Today, we're doing 40,000 metric tons. We have seen a serious loss of our foreign exchange. The only way out is to harness the collective power. We will register cooperatives in West Pokot. We will work with Honorable Kosing to register cooperatives, put people together, including the insecurity in Tiati. We need to group people who are buying and selling animals, put them in groups and create markets for animals, create organized, legitimate business so that people, we reduce those, we reduce the people who are causing mayhem in those areas by organizing them in an economic activity that is acceptable. The ASLA fund through the SACCO, there are areas in this country, as I've mentioned, who don't have existing SACCOs. We will register SACCOs, we will organize them, but there is a window for individuals who can also access this fund. Chamas are allowed, SACCOs are allowed, groups are allowed, and this will enhance the credibility of the borrower as opposed to individual borrower. On the question by Honorable Dawood, and I appreciate that the uptake of